Alright, so now that we're home and we've had a good night's sleep, I'd like to share with you some thoughts on what grown people should take to Bonnaroo. If you are tent camping, take a comfortable tent, not a little tiny two-man tent. It's just too hot to be that close. Take a nice sized tent. We actually borrowed my parents' tent, so it was a big tent, and it was easy to put together, which is important because when you're out there in that hot sun, you don't want to be spending hours putting a tent together. We took 2 cots, which was much better than an air mattress because cots never deflate, and it got us up off the ground, which was nice, and we actually slept really well, to be in a tent. We each took a sleeping bag and a pillow. We also each took a sheet, which is nice because when it's really hot out, you can just ditch the sleeping bags and use the sheet. Or we actually had a couple nights that got a little cold this year, and so we used the sleeping bag and the sheets to stay warm. So definitely think about that. Take really light clothes. I mean, truly at Bonnaroo, anything goes in terms of your clothes. If you're confident and you want to wear a bikini or your swim trunks, go for it. If you've got, tank tops or shorts, running shorts, whatever. If you're not a shorts person, capris, just be sure that whatever it is that you're wearing is, not constricting. It'll keep you cool because you will get hot. And then also throw in a long sleeve shirt at night just in case. The first time we went, it never got cold enough to need that. This year I didn't take one, and I wish I'd had a long sleeve shirt a couple of nights because it got pretty chilly. So comfortable shoes. You do a lot of walking, so be sure you've got a good pair of shoes. Take your toiletries with you, and also, if you're not in VIP camping, if you're in general admission, I think it's $7 a time to use the showers. Also, even if you're in VIP, take some toilet paper just to have, because you never know when they're going to run out. Though in VIP, they have an attendant at the toilets all the time, so it's really nice. They very rarely run out of toilet paper, and they're always well stocked, but you never know. Then bring your food. There's tons of food there, so if you want to buy food, you can. We didn't really feel like doing that, so we brought our own food. We brought some hot dogs, and I made quinoa ahead of time and brought it. We brought a bunch of fruit, tons of water. We froze 5 gallons of water before we went, and left those in the cooler, and then during the day we would just pull those out and let them thaw, and then that was our drinking water. We also brought 2 cases of water. That was too much. Maybe if it had been hotter we would have drank it, but we still had about a case left when we got home, but that's fine. We'll just drink it now. Obviously, bring any kind of other drinks you want, whether it's Cokes or beer or wine or liquor or whatever. Just be sure that they're not in glass bottles. They will check your cooler when you come through the toll booth, and be sure that it's not glass. Obviously, if you're going to bring your own food, remember your plates and utensils and all that stuff. And you can bring a charcoal grill, or we brought a little camping stove and used it. Some people had those like tailgating grills that you see. I think Coleman maybe makes them, but they're kind of up off the ground, and something nice. We don't have one, but if you had a generator, you could bring it to plug a fan into during the day and stuff. But we just didn't worry about it. The other big thing that you cannot go to Bonnaroo without is a canopy. You have to create your own shade. So be sure that you have plenty of shade, whether it's in a canopy or a tarp or an umbrella. I mean, anything. Just be sure that you've got the ability to create shade, because you are out in the middle of a field and you will be burning up hot if you just had to be out in the sun all the time. So a good canopy is definitely worth the money to take to Bonnaroo. And obviously, I think it goes without saying, sunscreen, definitely take your sunscreen, your sunglasses, a big hat or something to keep the sun off your face. You know, the main things is just, you're going to be hot and you're going to be sweaty, but just try to minimize it and make it as comfortable as you can. Take a blanket, or like this year we just brought a beach towel, and that's what we used as our blanket when we were at the concerts, because before they start and you're just kind of waiting for them, you can lay out that beach towel and sit on it instead of laying in the grass, or you know, you could lay down and take a nap if you wanted to. I didn't, but it seems like a lot of people were. What else to take? Oh, if you have a Camelback, definitely take that. Chris took one this year for the first time, and it was great. It was a great way to get water. It carried a lot of water, and you can take water in and out of the Bonnaroo. You can't take beer or anything that comes in a can, but you can take water. They're great with that. Your camera, don't forget your camera, and you know, just don't forget to come, realizing that it's not going to be super plush, but you're going to have a great time. You're going to see some amazing bands, and you know, just be ready to enjoy and have a great time. And I hope you all have as much fun at Bonnaroo as we did.